look, I call it quits after 14. Oh my goodness, this was one heck of a game. A top 10 baseball game of all time, in my opinion. But you are allowed to have your own opinion on that type of stuff. But the Dodgers outlast the Sox in 18 innings. 18 innings. And I think we have to go over this game. I mean, this was absolute insanity. So what happens first? Third inning, Jock Peterson gets a very good pitch from Rick Porcello. He absolutely crushes it into the bullpen, and it is 1-0 Dodgers. And it stayed 1-0 Dodgers for a very long time. Walker Buehler pitched the game of his life. 7 innings pitched, 2 hits, no walks, 7 Ks, no runs allowed. I think if the Red Sox didn't make him pitch so much because they ran his pitch count up, if the Red Sox didn't run his pitch count up, I think that Walker Buehler pitches a complete game shutout. We don't have 9 more innings. So Buehler is relieved in the 8th for Kenley Jansen. I thought they were going to bring in Pedro Baez for the 8th and then Jansen for the 9th, which is what I would do. Jansen leaves an absolute cookie to Jackie Bradley Jr., who has been on fire as of late. Bradley into the right field seats. It's 1-1. So I'm like, ooh, we get an actual good game. This will be stressful and good. So I'm streaming this entire time, by the way. So we go to extras. 10th inning, nothing. 11th inning, nothing. 12th inning, nothing. I'm like, I'm getting a little tired here. I kind of want this game to end. And I think it was in the 14th. After these bullpens just be shutting down people with ease, we get to the, what inning was it? It was, I think, the top of the 14th. Top of the 14th. Somebody Brock Holt leads off the inning with a walk. So I'm like, okay, Brock Holt with a walk. That's good. And Brock Holt ends up stealing second. He was going on the pitch, but the pitch bounced and Barnes couldn't corral it. So then Holt's on second. So I'm like, amazing. What happens next, I had never seen before. Eduardo Nunez is the batter. He on the pitch that Holt stole, it bounced away from Nunez and it went through his legs up into it was in front of him, and Barnes took his legs out or something. And Nunez looked to be hurt. I thought he looked pretty bad, but Nunez was all right. So next pitch, he hits a little dribbler up the first base line. Scott Alexander, the pitcher, goes for it, and Max Muncy, the first baseman, goes for it. That leaves nobody at first base to cover. Kike Hernandez is wheeling around trying to get to second base. Alexander is the one who gets the ball, not Muncy. He goes to throw it to Hernandez, and Hernandez slips while he's going to the base. It's over his head and into right field, and Holt came down to score. It was 2-1 at the top of the 14th. I'm like, oh my goodness. And I'm like, I'm finally going to get to go to bed. Okay. Then. I forgot who was called on to pitch. Who was called on to pitch in the 14th? I can't remember. But the Dodgers had their big bats up. They had Muncy, Machado, Bellinger. And first pitch, Muncy leads off the inning with a walk. So we're like, oh no. Because at this point, half the country wants to go to bed. Next batter is... It was Machado. He lifts a super high drive to left field, but left fielder, I forgot who it was. I think it was Bradley. Bradley caught it. Okay, so 1 out. Muncy's still on first. Bellinger's up. Bellinger lifts a pop-up in foul territory. Eduardo Nunez, third baseman, was shifted in the lefty shift, so he has to run over, makes the catch, and his momentum carries him into the first row of the seats. And with that, Max Muncy's really smart because while Nunez is upside down on the first row of the seats, he gets to tag him, take second. That's a very smart play by Muncy. So I'm like, okay. Now, 2 outs, tying run in scoring position, and the batter is Puig. And we're all hoping he gets out because we all want to go to bed. Besides Dodger fans, of course. But here's what happens. On like a 1-2 count, he lifts a very hard hit ball up the middle. And Kinsler was already in the righty shift, so Kinsler is there to get it. He has to charge a little bit to get it. And what he does next, I don't know why. I don't know why Kinsler decided to do this. He doesn't have all the time in the world because Puig's a pretty fast guy. He has still a lot of time to get this throw off. He scoops it up, and he decides he's going to throw it on the run, throws it. It's nowhere close to Christian Vasquez at first base. It gets behind him. Muncy gets to trot home. It's a 2-2 tie game. I have no idea why he decided to rush that throw. I literally have no idea why. I feel like it's the last out of the World Series. You're about to go up 3-0 and probably sweep. And you're going to decide to rush the storm and just take a second to gather. Even if you don't get Puig at first. Let's say Puig beats it out. You still make an accurate throw, and you bring it up to Barnes, who has been awful. I mean, Barnes is batting 111 this postseason. Even if you do that, you're most likely just going to get Barnes out. That's just a careless play by Ian Kinsler, and I think half the country's like, half the country wanted to kill Ian Kinsler because he made everybody stay up longer. So, okay, I'm streaming this entire time. You know what happens after that inning, after Barnes popped out in the inning? My phone died. So I knew streaming was out of the question, so I had 2 options. I either stay up for the rest of the game and probably torture myself because I have no idea how long this game's going to go. Or walk my happy ass to bed. I chose to walk my happy ass to bed. So, sorry for my language, I shouldn't have cussed. But, that was just... So, I go to bed having no clue who's going to win this game. So, I'm like, I couldn't go to sleep because I, didn't know who was going to win. It was crazy. I wake up. The first thing I click on, I know Highlight Heaven is making World Series highlights. First video I click, I wake up, I walk to my phone, I click, highlight reel, game 3. I look, 18th inning. Max Muncy gets a very good pitch, and Max Muncy gets everybody to get some sleep. I already was asleep. Over the left field wall, home run, Max Muncy. That ended the game, and Joe Buck's calls like, Muncy, it's good! And I think everybody's like, oh my God, we get to go to bed. But 7-hour game. Longest game in World Series history by innings and by time. I cannot believe that. That is absolutely crazy. I mean, top 10 World Series game in my opinion. Just my opinion. But that is amazing. I mean, the Red Sox had so many chances to win. Think, if Nunez didn't tumble into the stands, Muncy's not on second. If Kinsler doesn't rush that throw, if so many things. I mean, if Jackie Bradley Jr. didn't get picked off, that would have also helped them. It's just wild how this game ended. I could not believe it. The most exciting, 1-1, 2-1, 3-2 game I've ever seen. But, yeah, now it's 2-1 Red Sox, and if the Dodgers win Game 4, they're still in this game, but I think the next game will decide who wins this series. I don't think the Red Sox will pull a Warriors or pull a Cubs where they come back from 3-1, but we will see. I think the next game is going to decide who wins this series. But Alex Cora shot himself in the neck. He used, I think, everybody on his roster that game. His bullpen might be shot for game 4 today, but wow, what a game. I mean, if I had to, I don't know, but we will see who wins the next game. We'll see who wins this series. I'm Quincy Bell Sports, signing off. That was one hell of a game, Baseball Kid 2004. And yeah, I'll see you next time.